Hey everyone, hope everyone is having a good summer so far and a good week. Myself, I'm doing pretty well. Just working and staying on track with school and yeah, just day by day, just be trying to be productive and staying positive and just you know staying on track with everything. So regarding my two musical articles that I listened to, first one I chose was for the composer Eves, talking about his impact with, or not his impact, but the relation between his music and America, right? So it talks about how when he was a composer, most of his music went unperformed until he died back in 1954. He is widely regarded as America's first original composer. He grew up with a musical father. His father actually used to tell him that, hey, if you can write a few good pieces, how about you try to write one bad one? So he's known for being somewhat chaotic in a way. So he lots of his music starts very with a very nice melody, but then it turns into somewhat of an opposite. He was actually known for saying watch me build it. So speaking to his style of writing, he used to say that America will muddle through and wrestle with its own future. He preferred the utopian side of music. And anyway, so that's what the article talks about, which I thought was very interesting, especially because there's two snippets that show the contrast again, with him starting very sweetly and then becoming a little chaotic in the way that his in the instrument sound. Second one talks about a South composer, a South Korean composer. I'm sorry, who is going to be leading the very famous opera house in Italy. He's going to be taking over in 2027 all the way to 2030. Very interesting too. He grew up with a musical family. He played violin, second youngest of seven, and then he actually became known at the age of 8. And then he moved to the U.S. I'm sorry, he became known at the age of 7, but at the age of 8 moved to the U.S. and studied at Gilliard in New York. At La Scala, he has performed 149 concerts. Very fond of Giuseppe Verdi's operas. He was very fond of Verdi's humanitarian efforts. I think he actually created like a retirement home when he was alive. He kind of followed in his steps. He did. So Chung created what was known as One Korea Orchestra. But yeah, I think it's very cool. I think it's very cool for a non-Italian to lead or to be the lead maestro in an Italian opera house. And again, I thought both of these articles were very interesting, mostly because I didn't know much about either one of them. Also, I didn't even know that NPR had a musical section. Usually NPR I listen to for political news and events. So all in all, very enjoyable assignment, and looking forward to your feedback. Thanks, everyone.